Well, February may have you thinking about your sweetheart or a very close family member, but it's also a great month to be thinking about your real hearts and, of course, your family members and friends and families and maybe folks that you don't know, because today we're talking a little bit more about AEDs and CPR, and here to tell us more about the opportunities here in Greeley, a heart-safe city, is Susan Frame with the Greeley Fire Department. Susan, great to have you today.
Thank you, Amy.
Well, as we were kind of talking beforehand, I have one of our little friends here in my hand. I kind of picked him up right away, and I remember him from my own training that I did with you several years back, and have been going back and refreshing that for all the time. But you guys have been very busy over the last few years just to keep the city of Greeley in that heart-safe city category.
That's right. We started this in 2012, and since then we've done an enormous amount of certifications with the City of Greeley employees, over 1,138 certifications of employees. So Greeley is an extremely safe city. We earned the Heart Safe Community designation, and we also do free CPR class for citizens, and we've done, we're going on, sorry, I have to 1,390
big numbers.
1,390 citizens that we've done for free. And that has come full circle a couple times now, where someone who we have taught at some time has come around and saved someone. So it's pretty exciting now, and it just continues, and we're going to continue and keep doing this.
Yeah, now that continuing part of it, takes a lot of hours and energy, which I know that you guys have put into place, or I guess I should say you gals. And but you're always looking for more people to assist and be a part of that. But I want to make sure that we mention the NCMC Foundation and others who help make this happen.
Of course, all the funding for that have handled the donations for AEDs in the city and the county have gone through the NCMC Foundation, and with the big help of the Cardiovascular Institute. And it's been a partnership, and it's been a great partnership. And because of the work we've done, we've kept it in the front, on the front of the NCMC Foundation, and we're kind of proud of that because that's a huge support for us.
Right. Now, you had mentioned some of those instances of things coming full circle, and these are always great stories. Can you give us an example of one of the things that have happened because of the training?
Just last year at our fire department award ceremony last January, we awarded a citizen for saving someone who had been to one of our classes, and he had pulled someone from a car who had gone unconscious at a stoplight. He recognized the need. He had pulled him from the car and had started CPR, was beginning CPR when our guys showed up. So it's pretty exciting, and there have been a couple other instances. I don't know all the details, but we're seeing it.
Yeah, and that's exciting to hear because, if you don't know, you can't help. And by having that training, you're able to make that difference because, as you talk about, minutes count. It just takes a few minutes to make a change. And so now we're into 2017 already, and I know that you have some goals, and these are some pretty big goals. So can you give us an idea of what we're looking at?
Well, we're going to try to get some new instructors within the city. We're going to try to beg and plead and try to get some more people who are willing to be instructors, because some of those people have moved on. So we're going to try to get that interest, get a class going. We're also with the faculty of the training center, so we can certify new instructors here. Okay. So we want to get that done. We want to continue the free classes for the citizens this spring. We're lacking in space because we lost our classroom, but we're going to need a new station pretty soon, so we're going to get back to that this summer, and we're real excited about continuing that and building these numbers. And these classes for the citizens have been so rewarding because we have every age from children to older adults, and everyone is appreciated and gone away feeling good about it. It's great hands-on. Right,
and I'm glad that you mentioned that. I'm holding baby here. We was trying to figure out the name for him, and of course we have an older adult that's laying down in front of us here. It's all ages that learn this, but it's also all ages that may need it. And we were talking beforehand that maybe your younger daughter or son does babysitting. It's great to be certified in CPR and to know how to do that. But even family members, I think about my kids. I have 3. I would be okay with knowing that they know that, and if something should happen, they're there for each other.
Well, and then the other goal that we've been striving for so long is there are now 35 states that require CPR for graduation in the school systems. Colorado is not one of those. Okay. So I want to figure out and get a team together and figure out how we can make that happen. Greeley is going to be a great example of how to start that if we can get in the school system.
There you go. Well, okay, so there's a little hint there out for anybody that might be watching. So you had mentioned that we've got some classes that will be coming up, hopefully in the spring. But I want to make sure that we let folks know there is a little bit of a difference between kind of the certification that you guys are. Well, there's full certification, and then there's these other classes that you provide. Can you kind of give us an idea of the difference?
The free CPR classes are basically the same training as a certified class, but a lot of people need certified for their jobs or for whatever situation they have, and there is a cost associated with that, and there's a maintenance fee you have to do for that. It's every 2 years they have to recertify. So that's a choice they make or a need. But the free CPR classes are just as great and great hands-on, and it's fun. We make it fun, but it's serious. But
well, if it saves a life, it's worth it, and especially with those, they are free. So thank you, Susan, so much for being here, and thank you guys for being here today. And hopefully this will get folks moving this month, and they'll think about learning CPR, or getting recertified, and all about AEDs. Thank you so much.
you're welcome. Thank you, Amy.
All right, so make sure that you put that on your list of things to do this year. Get certified, get your training, save a life.